Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your TWD Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one's going to be doing another character evolution video. This one's going to be for Glenn from The Walking Dead. For today, this one's going to be doing another character evolution video. This one was suggested by Epic Zombie Killer for me to go ahead and do this video for, of course, Glenn. So, in the channel, we have Rick, we have Daryl, and now we have Glenn. So, we're getting pretty far in now to these character evolution videos. I know you guys have been enjoying them, and I'm very, very happy to hear that. And definitely, we are going to continue this for probably the majority of the year. So, definitely, we're going to have a lot of characters to go through and stuff like that. So, Glenn. So, Glenn is a character that, I mean, where do we even start with this character? He is a fantastic Walking Dead character, and still probably one of the best characters The Walking Dead has had, specifically in the early seasons. And I just, man, looking back on his character, his evolution, it is absolutely amazing. So, in Season 1, he is basically a post-pizza delivery guy, now forced to kind of adjust to the zombie apocalypse, and he's the guy that kind of goes on runs for the group, gets the stuff they need, and then he heads out, right? But then Rick shows up, of course, and we have everything that goes down at the camp and all that kind of stuff. And by the end of the season, Glenn is a member of the group, and he is, kind of just, doing whatever he can to survive. But I don't think his evolution in Season 1 is the greatest, because he doesn't change all that much. But I don't think it's really a flaw, because I don't really think his character needed to change much in the first season. But in terms of a change of his character in Season 1, yeah, you could argue maybe he could have changed a bit more. But again, it's only 6 episodes, so I can't really, flaw it too much. Now, in Season 2, this is when I think his character really does evolve, though. So, in Season 2, he is basically a character that, like I said, he is kind of, one of our main characters, of the group, that type of thing. And then he meets a girl that he likes, and he, of course, kind of develops a relationship with her, obviously Maggie. And, we have the conflict of, Herschel doesn't want them on the farm anymore, that type of thing. And by the end of the season, Glenn, telling Maggie he loves her, and he is going to do anything to keep her safe. And basically, he's got another reason aside from himself to live now, because he's got Maggie, and he has kind of more of a responsibility now, which I think is very, very cool. Now, in Season 3, Glenn is kind of a character that is a lot more kind of hardened, as well as Rick and a lot of the other survivors. Even Maggie in this season is a lot more hardened. And basically, in Season 3, they continue the relationship, and basically, you've got Merle that captures them, of course, and we got, kind of the beginning of that drama. So, basically, of course, he unfortunately has to, there's no way he has to tell him where the prison is. And of course, during the second half of Season 3, Glenn is on a warpath, an absolute warpath. And basically, he wants to kill the governor. He wants to get revenge for what happened with Maggie, of course, how crazy that was. And, of course, getting beat up in a room and that type of thing. And I love how Daryl, when Glenn was talking with Daryl, he's like, that type of thing. Like, he's like, tied me to a chair, made me fight a walker, threw a walker at me. Maybe I can call it even. Maybe I could. But he took Maggie to a man that terrorized her, humiliated her. I care more about her than they care about me. I love that line, because honestly, that is true. I can definitely see Glenn's perspective. Maybe you can call it even that he sent a walker in there, tied me to a chair, gave me my obstacle as revenge, but he took it too far with Maggie, and that's why he's so mad, and I love that. I think that's great. And basically, during Season 3, he kind of, after a while, he kind of chills out, but honestly, you can understand why somebody like him would be mad, because, he couldn't do anything but just watch this stuff happen, and he probably always regrets the fact that he couldn't protect Maggie from the governor, and that's definitely something that always probably stayed with Glenn after that, and it made him evolve a lot as a character. Now, obviously, he does propose, which he asks, Herschel first, and he says yes, and then he asks Maggie, and then, of course, that's that. So, I like that. I like that a lot, and that is kind of the beginning of kind of their husband and wife type storyline that they have going with them in the series. Now, in Season 4, Glenn is part of the council. He is basically a go-getter with Daryl and, some of the others. Simon, they are real go-getters, right? So, anyway, I don't know why I thought of that, but basically, we've got kind of him going out on supply runs with Daryl and the others. We got the flu illness, storyline that kind of happens, and, in this, I really like how, you know, with his character, he is sick, but he also helps Herschel as well, too, you know? He doesn't, you know, hold back. Him and Sasha, Glenn and Sasha, they're helping Herschel regardless of how bad they feel. And that's really cool. So I do like that as well, and that's, you know, the kind of character Glenn is. But in the rest of Season 4, he, of course, has to find Maggie after the destruction of the prison. And, of course, Tara helps him out with that, as he kind of saves her life, because she was probably considering just dying. So Glenn pretty much saved Tara's life in that moment. And basically, they go out, and you have that journey that begins. Washington kind of gets in the way, but he does successfully find Maggie, and yeah, it's really great. So, and then, of course, they meet up with the others at Terminus. So, in Season 5, the group is together. They don't want to split up, but Abraham kind of wants to take Eugene to Washington to protect him, and Glenn and Maggie decide, you know what, okay, fine, we'll go. And they, of course, leave after the Hunter storyline and all that kind of stuff. Now, basically, during that journey, of course, we have, you know, the bus that crashes, all that stuff. And Glenn, I think, along with the others, he kind of believes that, okay, yeah, Eugene, you know, whatever, it's cool. But, you know, once he, you know, finds out that Eugene's a liar, that's definitely a huge game changer. And I love when they look at that zombie herd, you guys remember, and Abraham's like, you know what, we can make it through that zombie herd, and they just see all these walkers. And Glenn said something that I would have said exactly, is that I would have looked at Abraham, and I would have been like this too. I would have been like, we are not going through this, okay? It's not going to happen. Like, we're not going to risk our lives, lives over this, and, you know, that type of thing. And I don't understand why Abraham was so, I mean, I know he wants to get Eugene to Washington, that's his mission, but man, I mean, honestly, that is just good on Glenn for at least, you know, expressing pretty much how everybody else feels. We're not going to go through that because we're going to die. At least a lot of us, you know, that type of thing. So, because there are a lot of walkers there, and I don't think Abraham was really thinking that through too much. So, he was just so, you know, kind of just this tunnel vision on the mission, you know. So, basically, in the rest of Season 5, we have the Beth, you know, death, of course. That affects Maggie a lot. Glenn keeps telling her, though, yes, you do want to keep fighting it, keep going, and drink the water, like, you know, stay hydrated, this type of thing. Like, he wants to make sure Maggie, you know, keeps you know, fighting, keeps going. And then during the Alexandria storyline, we have the Nicholas stuff and the Aiden stuff. Now, he teaches Aiden who's boss, because Aiden acts like a total idiot out there, and I love it. Why'd you let these people in? Because we actually know what we're doing out there. He takes this dumb swing, and Glenn just punches him. I love that. So, of course, I love how also Deanna's just like, she's like, thank you. And he's like, Glenn's like, for what? For knocking him on his ass. You know, I love that. That was awesome. So, basically, Glenn is kind of, after that whole fight, he's kind of like the leader of the go-getter group for Alexandria. Aiden is kind of his second in command now, because Glenn is just better at it. It's just that simple. So, Glenn kind of just takes over that group. Same thing with Abraham with construction group as well, too. He wants to save Aiden, but he knows it's too late, of course, and they do have to leave him. And Nicholas just wanted to leave him regardless because he's a coward. But Glenn, he's like, oh, there's got to be another way. But he's like, nah, the walkers are coming, that type of thing. So basically, so they can't save him, unfortunately. And then we got Nicholas, who of course does the stupidest thing ever, and of course gets the everybody hates Chris / Noah killed in a brutal fashion. And I still can't. Every time I see that scene and I see Glenn watch Noah get killed like that, it's crazy. So Steven Yeun, dude, honestly, that's one of his best performances for me. I don't know what it is. The look on his face when he sees Noah, dude, that scene is incredible for me. I don't know what it is. Like, yeah, it's gory. Yeah, there's the Noah death. But me, it's Glenn's reaction. I'm just like, dude, oh my God. So, because obviously he was, you know, pretty close with Noah there for a while. So, yeah, definitely. So, basically, during the rest of Season 5, now, okay, you guys know I don't really have any flaws with Glenn's character. I think he's basically a perfect character. But if I have to try to find one thing I don't like, which it is, like I said, it is hard because he's basically a perfect character for me. But the one thing I don't like, and the one thing I personally would have done differently if I was Glenn, and I think this would have actually been a little bit better if Glenn did this. When Nicholas shoots him, when all that stuff happens, and when Glenn has the gun towards Nicholas, I'm sorry, if I was in that world and Nicholas shot me and try to have walkers devour me, all that stuff, I would not have mercy on Nicholas, and also because of what Nicholas does later and the predicament he puts Glenn in later. Glenn almost dies, you know, at the dumpster because of Nicholas and his stupidity, let's just say it. So, I'm sorry, I would have killed Nicholas there. I know maybe not everybody agrees with that, but I would have killed Nicholas there, because honestly, you get Noah killed, you do all this stuff, you shoot me, you throw a whole bunch of these walkers at me, this type of thing. I'm sorry, I'm not going to have mercy on this guy. I would not. And I think Glenn, honestly, if Glenn would have killed Nicholas in that instant, I would have been okay with it. I would have been like completely supportive of Glenn. And I also think that for the TV show, as for Glenn's character, I think that that would have been a perfect first kill for that character. I think it would have been justified. I really do. So that is the one kind of thing I don't agree with. But in terms of his evolution during season 5, man, yeah, definitely an evolution that I love. Now in season 6, they lead the zombie herd away. This is when we got the thank you stuff. He, of course, does survive, but it is a fake out. And, of course, we have Enid that kind of throws in the bottle of water, that type of thing. But he takes Enid back. She's so eager to bail, but he wants to bring her back, that type of thing. So, basically, in the rest of season 6, of course, he decides that he's going to save Maggie. He has to, in that tower. And, of course, he does just that, and also has another near-death experience, of course, until Abraham, Sasha, and Daryl show up. But I did like that a lot, and if that was that, like, that really did make me feel like Glenn was going to die in that moment, so I was really scared about that. But basically, in the rest of season 6, we got the Savior storyline that comes up, Glenn, of course, and the others, and Glenn doesn't do too much here aside from the Outpost attack, which is definitely a highlight. Basically, he has his first human kills, several, actually, and, with Heath and that type of thing, and he sees the Polaroids, which is just, oh man, talk about foreshadowing. But basically, during the rest of the season, he goes after Daryl, of course, when he goes after Denise, that type of thing. But basically, in the end, that is, Glenn's character all the way up until the lineup. And unfortunately, in season 7, his evolution for season 7 is not very big, aside from just being, killed. I mean, that's that. And in a very brutal fashion. And to add insult to injury, really just to turn that knife, just like as if it wasn't bad enough, we get these flashbacks of Glenn with his kid and all this stuff. And man, I mean, honestly, talk about just a messed up but super sad ending for that character. So, that is basically Glenn's evolution so far as a character. Well, what am I saying so far? That is his evolution for the series. So, I think Glenn's character is, a fantastic character. I do think he could have killed Nicholas at the end of season 5, though. I think that would have really helped out his character. But aside from that, I mean, I think he's a great character. I think his evolution is really just what it needs to be. I really think that Glenn's character is honestly a great character. Somebody that is very realistic into this world, too. Some normal guy delivering pizzas, and then look what he turns into. Like, I don't know. Something about that is just amazing. He, had a kid on the way. He had a wife. He had all this stuff. And unfortunately, as Maggie has said in the new trailers, the bad man took that away. So, yeah, man, so anyway, I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Glenn's evolution overall? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Of course, leave your comments in the comment section below. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, click to subscribe and so don't miss my walking videos. Follow Dance for Walking Reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?